Now, a recent survey shows 1 in 7 homes across the country are uninsured. And this is largely tied to the issue of affordability. And the worst part here is it could get worse. As big names like State Farm and Allstate pull out of high-risk areas, a growing number of consumers are forced to use last resort state-run providers. National consumer correspondent Ash-har Quraishi shows us why one state in particular could be facing an insurance crisis, with insurers unable to cover payouts.
I think everybody wants their own little piece of dirt. This is ours.
Chris Jaden has lived in this house in Fort Pierce, Florida for 5 years.
We live right on the coast, so insurance is a little more difficult.
He said his best option for homeowners insurance was the state's publicly run insurance of last resort, known as Citizens. He had never filed a claim until a hailstorm last year.
What was your first reaction to seeing the damage on the other side?
I was really worried.
That's when he discovered the state had transferred his policy to an insurance company he had never heard of, Trident Reciprocal. It's part of Florida's takeout program, where the state offloads risky homeowner policies onto private insurers, often at a higher renewal cost.
So you didn't have a choice?
No.
Jaden isn't the only one. A CBS News analysis revealed over the past 2 years, nearly 1 million Florida residents with state-run plans had their policies transferred to about 24 small private insurance companies.
After 5 months and the threat of a lawsuit, Trident finally agreed to the terms of his contract and paid to fix his roof.
It did turn into a nightmare.
Turn back the clock to 2017 and 2018. Florida battered by back-to-back hurricanes Irma and Michael. In the years that followed, CBS News found 9 insurance companies in the state collapsed, impacting more than 350,000 homeowners, many struggling to get claims paid. But a state-funded study uncovered by the Tampa Bay Times found that while many insurance companies reported losses during that time, they funneled $14 billion in profits to outside companies, in some cases draining the main insurance company of cash reserves for claims. Consumer advocates say companies did this to evade laws in search of higher profits. Whistleblowers CBS News spoke with say that's what happened at Trident last year. Remember, Trident is the company Jaden was unloaded onto, along with nearly 16,000 other policyholders in Florida.
I was trying to build an insurance company that would have a longevity.
Trident's former CEO, Maria Mueller, says she was pushed out after she raised concerns about an aggressive deal that she claims Trident leadership designed to generate millions in profit for an outside company owned by its primary investors.
All that does is to take money out of the exchange and goes to another company for no benefit.
Mueller said the deal depleted half of Trident's income, leaving the company potentially exposed to collapse for the next hurricane season.
Why was that being done?
Because the chairman of the board wanted to return the original investors their money quicker.
In emails obtained by CBS News, the company's chief financial officer wrote of the arrangement, the only reason to do so is to remove profits from Trident and into other entities. In another email, Trident's chairman and major investor wrote that the deal presented a far better opportunity than any of us realized for the investors to make an extraordinary amount of money, essentially risk-free. After CBS News reached out for comment, Trident's chairman denied there was anything inappropriate about the deal. He said the board of directors fired Mueller because of poor performance and accused her of self-dealing $400,000 from the company, which Mueller denies.
What's your biggest concern when it comes to these smaller private takeout insurance companies?
So the main concern is that they're going to make a bundle of money right now. We just need to make sure that they're going to be here to pay these claims when they come up.
Homeowner attorney and consumer advocate Daniel Tai says insurance companies chasing profits put the entire state at risk.
They're supposed to have adequate reserves, they're supposed to have capitalization, and instead they've essentially pilfered that and put it in the pocket of private business people. That's not fair, that's not right to the people of Florida.
Whenever you do file a claim, gather evidence, videos, photos, and a list of lost items. Have a pre-inventory list of valuables and property with serial numbers before there's damage. Keep a copy of your policy. If you can't return home, ask your agent about additional living expenses coverage. And keep hotel receipts. Be as thorough as possible when filing the claim. And keep copies of everything, including a phone log and notes of conversations with your insurer. If they offer you less than you think you deserve, consider hiring a public advocate or attorney. You can read more at cbsnews.com, including Trident's red flags from state regulators.